Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this week's WWE Raw Recap show brought to you by RP Tubavision. Now here is your host, Ronald Ray.
Hello ma'ams and sirs, and thank you for tuning in to this week's WWE Raw Recap show. I am Ronald Ray, your boy with a cornbread accent. This week's Raw is the go home for the Night of Champions premium event. It takes place in Hershey, Pennsylvania. So let's not waste any more time. Speaking of waste of time, don't waste any time clicking on that subscribe button. It's greatly appreciated. Like I was saying, let's not waste any more time and let's let it rip. Alright, right off the bat, cameras are in the back watching Brock Lesnar attack Cody Rhodes. Brock would do what he does. Gives Cody a pretty good whooping here. And it looked like he might have injured Cody's arm when he slammed the empty keg against Cody's arm that was on the bay door. So there's more of that story as the episode goes along. Alright, now we see Paul Heyman come into the ring. He promises that he had nothing to do with Brock Lesnar attacking Cody Rhodes. He also promised that Kevin Owens and Sami Zayne will lose the Undisputed Tag Team Championships to Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. And cue the music, out comes the Tag Team Champs, and Paul Heyman disappears. That's why they call him the Wise Man. So now we got Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn in there. They hop up their match coming up on Night of Champions against Solo Sikoa and your Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. Kevin Owens, thought it was pretty cool that Roman Reigns was dedicating the match to the Wild Samoans. So he thought, hey, I'm going to dedicate this match to the 4 pillars of AEW. Yes, he's going to dedicate the match to Sammy Guevara, Darby Allin, Jungle Boy Jack Perry, and MJF, the AEW World Champion. Talking about, crossing the line, breaking the glass ceiling, busting the wall down. He did it. Just kidding. Actually, Kevin Owens was going to dedicate the match to the pillars of the bloodline. That is Jimmy and Jey Uso. And of course, Sami reminded everyone that have business later on with the Imperium. Of course, cue the music. Out comes the Imperium. They thought they had a 3-on-2 advantage. Matt Riddle runs to the ring without no music, which, hey, I'm impressed with. You about to see your buddies maybe get beat up. Do you wait for the music? No, you just run out there and even the score. And that's what Matt Riddle did. Looked like the Imperium was going to leave, but they run the ring anyway, just to be sent back out the ring by Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Matt Riddle. Alright, now that brings us to the first match of the night. It is Ricochet against this big old hoss, Bronson Reed. Ricochet did the best he could, sticking and moving until the big man got a hold of him. He was sending Ricochet outside the ring and smashing him with a flying shoulder tackle from the apron to the floor. Later on, Ricochet would show signs of life, gave it everything he had. But Bronson would get the win after hitting the tsunami splash off the top rope. Fans don't think we're feeling this match too much, or they kind of already pretty much know who was going to win. But yeah, kind of quiet on this one. All right, next match of the night was Candice LeRae versus Zoe Stark. Starts jumping on little Candice, putting a whooping on her, but Candice made a little comeback, but was short-lived. Partially because I think it's more Nikki Cross was wanting to do the Dance of Joy with Candice, but it didn't seem like Candice LeRae was enjoying it. Finally, Zoe Stark broke that up, threw Candice back in the ring, seals the victory with the Z360. So she didn't show too much, but still, this give it time. Like I said, what I've seen in that Royal Rumble, I think Zoe Stark will be a star. Next up, we see Brock Lesnar just walk on through during Mustafa Ali's interview, points at Ali and says, "Hey, get a life, kid." Of course, Ali was like, okay, I'll just leave it alone. I'm walking away. Good positive thing there, Mustafa Ali. Uh, Lesnar got to the ring. He asked the crowd of Hershey, Pennsylvania, what did they want to talk about? Said, unfortunately, Cody will not be fighting him come Night of Champions and issues an open challenge. Of course, out comes Cody Rhodes, armed in a sling and bandaged up with ice on it. He takes it off, said he's ready to, didn't say it, but gave implications that he was ready to fight right there, right now. Brock removes his hat, jumps right on Cody, gives him another ass whooping, applies a Kimura lock, then winds up releasing it and stomps on the arm again. And finally, they get Brock out of the ring. He's slapping about because, hey, he said it. He's a professional ass kicker. But yeah, so looks like Cody's pretty banged up now. All right, the next match is a tag team match. The Alpha Academy going against the Viking Raiders. Chad and Eric started off. Chad seemed to do a pretty good job out wrestling Eric, but couldn't outpower him. Eric would tag in to Ivar, whatever they call him today. They started clubbing him, baby. If you will, they were clubbing poor Chad Gable, if you will. Anyway, Otis would get the tag in. He comes in, throws his weight around. Things were going his way. He even hit the caterpillar. But unfortunately, ran to the boot. Gable tagged himself in, but got caught up with the Raiders again. Looked like the Raiders going to put him away until Ivar got, distracted by Maxine and Valhalla. Gable was able to knock Ivar out of the ring. O'Connor roll up with a bridge, 1, 2, 3s, and your winner was the Alpha Academy. Pretty decent little match here. I'm sorry, even when they was in Ring of Honor, I just did not. Yeah, I'm covering up the hole in the shirt. I just got for it. Sorry. Anyway, I just never. The Viking Raiders just never did understand the hype. I see them in Ring of Honor. People seem to like them in Ring of Honor, but of course they were the two biggest guys in Ring of Honor, so they probably stood out a lot. Other than that, I just never could get into the Viking Raiders and the whole Viking fad that went around for a while there. All right, next match of the night was Shinsuke Nakamura against Finn Balor. Finn Balor, of course, was escorted to the ring by or with Damian Priest. Good back and forth chain wrestling. Balor would get the short advantage until Nakamura came back with the strikes. It was all Nakamura until Balor distracted the referee, so Damian Priest pulls Shinsuke off the apron, then hit him with a clothesline. Shinsuke would make another comeback. Action spill out to the ring again. Shinsuke got focused on Priest. Kind of was laying into Damian Priest for a while. Then Finn Balor hit the shotgun dropkick against the barricade, throws him back in the ring. Finn Balor would put it away with a coup de grace. And pretty solid match here. I guess this will be I guess a prelude to Shinsuke feuding with Damian Priest, maybe a match at Night of Champions. Who knows? All right, then we have the ladies in action again. Raquel Rodriguez. What can I say? I dig her. I think her and Zoe Stark could probably, in the future, possibility, do good things as opponents. Anyway, Raquel went up against Sonya Deville. Deville jumped on Rodriguez from the get-go. It was all Sonya Deville till she ate a big boot, followed by the Tijuana Slam that would give Raquel Rodriguez the win. Chelsea Green would get in the ring and attack Rodriguez, gives her a big old boot. This a double teaming until Shotzi came to the ring to even the score. So now we know who Raquel Rodriguez's new partner is going to be. It's going to be Shotzi. Liv Morgan's injured. They're going to have a four-way women's tag match for the tag team titles come next week's Raw. So should be decent. All right, now we get the contract signing of the match coming up. Come Night of Champions with Trish Stratus going against Becky Lynch. Usual contract signing stuff. Some trash talking from Trish, stating that she's always going to be number one. And she did it without having somebody break her nose. Of course. Becky came back. She pretty much, I kind of wrecked. She wrecked Trish right here. She pretty much states that, Trish is everything that Becky Lynch never hoped to be. And she got where she is without having to bark like a dog. She stated that, barking like a dog won't be as embarrassing as losing to her. And ended off with, "Welcome to the big time, bitch. Woof, woof." That was awesome. That was great. And Trish, I don't know if she was a little ticked off for real, but by gosh, she definitely sold it like she was really ticked off by flipping that table over. So, and still, hey, she knows a pro. That camera there, she knows what facial expression to give in front of that camera. Can't say enough good things about how this segment went. I mean, it's like I said, it's typical contract signing stuff, kind of overplayed now, but this one was pretty good. All right, earlier this evening there was a backstage segment where Apollo Crews was given an interview. Dominique Mysterio and Rhea Ripley interrupted, took over the interview time. That's where Rhea Ripley challenged Natalya for a match at Night of Champions for the SmackDown Championship. Yes, champion calling out the challenger. Excuse me. Apollo didn't like being interrupted. Rhea Ripley said Dominic can handle it, whatever. So now we have the match, Dominic Mysterio against Apollo Crews. Things were just going good for Apollo Crews. Had a stalling 30-minute suplex, gorilla press slam, showing he's pretty good. Dude can move. I actually seen him in another guy seen in the Georgia Independence, called Nation at the time, but he's moved up to the world and looks like a $1 million body. It seems like he have good charisma, but for some reason fans just didn't catch on to him. Anyway, he was spending a little too much time climbing up the ropes. Dominic made him pay. A little back and forth. Match built outside of the ring. Paula trying to go after Dum Dum, but Mommy stepped in the way. Crews sidestepped, spun around, but Dominic made him meet the steel step, distracted the ref so Ripley can push Crews into the post. Referee was at the count of 9. Crews slid in the ring, but was met with a frog splash. 1, 2, 3. Your winner, Dominic Mysterio. All right, main event time. The Imperium going against Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Matt Riddle. Pretty much your typical ABC Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn match. Sami started things out with Kaiser. Sami actually got the upper hand, tagging Matt Riddle. Riddle had the advantage over Kaiser. He scooted over to tag in Vinci. Riddle performed a gut wrench suplex, which allowed Vinci to tag in the big guy, Gunther. Gunther would counter a kick and gave Matt Riddle a vicious chop. And this will give the Imperium the advantage. Matt Riddle's finally got the tag into Kevin Owens. And things were going Kevin Owens' way till a double team by Vinci and Kaiser gave the Imperium the advantage again. Tag into Zayne. He comes in like a house of fire. And, of course, it ended up with a haluva kick and a swanton bomb by Owens on Vinci that would give Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Matt Riddle the victory. And that was your main event. Oh, the show's not over with, though. Looked like we had one of those end credit scenes. Triple H talks to Cody Rhodes in a locker room, tries to talk some sense to him. Say, hey, Cody, I know you're the one who emptied those kegs, so you know that's the reason you still want to fight Brock Lesnar. Nobody's questioning your guts, your toughness, or anything like that. But I guess Cody caused a light bulb to go off at Hunter and say, hey, what would you do? What have you done? And, of course, gave a certain look, gave him a pat on the back, and Cody just gave that right look. Hey, that's how you tell stories. He's hurt, but he's still going to go out there and fight like a good babyface would. So it's going to be interesting. A little more story to tell the Cody Rhodes Brock Lesnar match come this Saturday. What kind of shape is Cody Rhodes going to be in? They're going to put him in like a little cast or something like that? Who knows? But like I said, that was probably just that little bit right there. Remember when Marvel movies were good? And you had those end credit scenes? And you always looked forward to it? And those were actually good. This kind of reminds me of those good, end credit scenes Marvel movies would have. Then again, sometimes those, like what was it, the Wolverine, the one where Wolverine went to Japan or whatever. The best part of the whole movie was the end credit scene of him walking through the airport. So yeah, this is, I would say the best part of Raw right here was this end credit scene. So anyway, what would you guys think of Raw? Do you agree with me? This end credit scene was probably the best thing about the whole show. Like I said, leave a comment, tell me what you think. Also, like I said, click on that subscribe button, hit a like, share. Did I say like? Hit the notification bell. If you want to follow me on social media, it is on Twitter at RPTV. Never mind, I forgot what it was. Give me 5 seconds and I'll tell you. Well, everything's going to be at the end. No, I don't have an end credit scene. Just to end saying, hey, thank you for tuning in. Here's all my stuff. So anyway, I'll end it here. Hope you folks have a good one. Tune in next week. Definitely we'll do the AEW Dynamite recap. We'll definitely watch Night of Champions at 1 p.m. America time because it's going to be in Saudi Arabia. Looks like a pretty good show so far. And I think the SmackDown is going to be taped, so I think everybody pretty much knows what happened on SmackDown. Anyway, you folks have a good one. Take it easy. And have a good week.
We here at RP Tube Vision would like to thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Also check out friends of the show Ecolife Natural for home-crafted candles, hand cloth, and other home and personal goods. Look them up on Facebook. Link will be available below the video. That is Ecolife Natural.